Without further ado, Joanna Carroll.
I am Joanna Carroll. I am the creator of the LocatED app. I'm also a Google certified innovator and trainer, and I've been an educator for over 20 years. In August of 2017, I was accepted to the Google Innovator Academy in Sydney, Australia. So 35 educators and I converged in Sydney, and we got a specialized, personalized training to help us with a problem that we see in education and find a solution. So educators from around the world, Philippines, Japan, US, Canada, so many different countries. They do cohorts 3 or 4 times a year in different places around the world in Google headquarters for just educators. So what is a Google Innovator? We are 1,700 passionate educators in 50 different countries that want to grow professionally and advocate for innovative technologies and drive school transformation in our districts. So when you apply with a problem that you are passionate about in education, and you try to find a solution to that problem. So what I noticed in my 20 years in education is that many educators in school districts are at different points in their innovation story, and how far along you are in your innovation journey highly depends on the information your district is getting. But what I also notice is that there are many school districts and teachers out there willing to tell you how they are doing innovative and transformative practices in their district, but how do you find them? So my goal for LocatED was to create a way to bind us all together so we could have a level playing field, so we could, for all educators, so all students can benefit from innovative and transformative practices in the classroom. So the LocatED app was born at the Google Innovator Academy in Sydney, Australia in 2017. It went live October of 2018. So I'd like to introduce you to the LocatED app. The LocatED app has 3 features: Locate Professional Learning, Locate Guidance, and Locate Innovative Ideas. So let's take a look at the first one. Locate Professional Learning allows educators to personalize their professional development by going on the LocatED app, clicking on conferences or workshops or podcasts so they can find personalized professional learning that they are passionate about. No more sit and get and hearing what the districts or educators think we should hear. We can hop on here and we can personalize it. So let's say an educator is looking for a workshop in their area. They can click on workshop and they're going to be taken to a Google map. And there's going to be located pens around the Google Maps. You can expand in and out and find what you're looking for. Once you find something, you just simply click on it and you're given more information. There's also a list view that you can simply scroll through. So let's say an educator is looking at this, learning how to use green screen. They want to know more about it and how they can use it in their classroom. They can just simply click on it. They're taken to a detailed information screen where they can register and mark themselves as going. So other educators can know who's going in the area so they can build their personalized professional learning network. And user of the LocatED app can simply load their own event. So if they have something that they are hosting, they can click on the plus sign, put in a picture and some information, and then their pen will be loaded to the LocatED app. Let's take a look at the second feature, Locate Guidance. So this was the basis when the app was born. This is what I thought educators were looking for. Because there is it takes us hours as educators to learn about new and innovative ideas to put into practice. But I knew there were educators out there willing to lend some helpful advice to other educators. So I wanted to create Locate Guidance. And all it is, you pick a skill that matches closely to the question that you are about to ask. And this should come up, it's loading. But what it is, it's pretty much a dating app for educators that will allow you to put in a question like you want to start learning about 21st century learning. And you don't know how to get started. You want to incorporate the 4 C's: critical thinking, communication, creativity, and critical thinking in your classroom, but you don't know how to get started. So you can go on the app. I'm going to see if it's loaded here for you so you can see it. I'll stay on this view for you. So you would just hit submit, and you're going to be matched with educational professionals from around the world that will lend that educator helpful advice to get started. So once you find someone that looks like a good match, you just simply click on their profile, and you're given more information. So let's say Becky and Tracy up here are a pretty good match for you. You could read their bio, check out their Twitter to see what they're posting about education, and then you can see what they do, where they live, and what other edu experts skills that they have. Once you're ready, you can simply, if Becky is your match, you would click on the messaging icon, send Becky an introductory email message that would say, hey, Becky, I hope you can help me. It's my first time that I'm implementing 4Cs in my classroom. I would love some helpful advice. So then Becky would receive a little ding on her phone, and then Becky could, and that person could start a conversation, and you could get started right away then with the 4Cs in the classroom. The last feature of the LocatED app is like an Instagram feed for educators. So educators can go on here and put their innovative ideas that they're trying in the classroom, and then a user can simply just scroll through and get ideas and then comment if they would like more information. A user can load their own idea easily by clicking on the plus sign, putting in a picture, filling out the information, and then their idea is loaded to the LocatED app. We are a global network of educators in 24 different countries, and we're growing every week. So the LocatED app is a way to create, to make it easy to connect and share so innovation can grow in our schools. Educators can find it for free on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, or you can find out more information at locatedapp.org. So that's the LocatED app. I know I'm different from usually your presenters since I'm an educator, but if you have any questions about what the Google Innovator Academy is about, I'm also a Google trainer if you have questions about that, or if you have questions about how the users are using the LocatED app, I would love to field those questions.
I'm curious a little bit about your background. How did you get into education, or what is your, what has your career path looked like? That is, seedling of this idea. How does this all come about?
I attended Bradley University, was an elementary ed major, and I was in the classroom for 16 years teaching 5th grade, sometimes junior high level. And then 4 years ago, I left the classroom and I went and I became a digital learning coach for a district in Princeville that was one-to-one with their technology that really wanted to push innovation in their school. So for the last 4 years, I've been coaching teachers on how to do it differently in their classroom and helping their students to know how that feels and what that looks like. But I have decided to put into practice what I've been preaching the last 4 years, and I'm going back to the classroom. So I'm going to teach 5th grade again. My heart is in teaching, so I don't know how long I'll be back in the classroom, but I do want, after 21 years in education, I do want to get back. Yes?
It would seem to me like the success of this app would have a lot to do with the quality and the quantity of the information in there.
Yes.
Can you speak a little bit about your data collection and curation efforts?
So the app is based on users. So it's highly based on that user, what information that they are willing to get. So it was a kind of risk. As an entrepreneur, I guess, it was a risky application to put up. My husband's in the audience, but Brian Carroll, he trusted in my ideas, so we did this on our own. I sat down with a lot of 2-3 different software companies, and it was way too much for an educator to do that, so we hired a freelancer. My husband trusted in my idea and supported the idea. As data, I do keep track of my users. I cannot see how they're interacting. All I can do is encourage through social media and different connections that I have through the app to share how they're connecting. One of the ways that is a simple connection that I love because it was global We had a teacher here in our area wanted to get started with 3D printing in their school district. They never have had a 3D printer in their school. So she put out on Locate Guidance looking for someone. So another teacher in Peru, clear across the world, contacted her and say, I would love to do a Google Hangout. I'll show you my makerspace, and I'll show you my 3D printer, and this is the one you should buy because I bought several. This is the one that's good for education. So I hope that answered your question.
Your passion shines through so brightly.
Oh, thank you.
That. But I'm also interested from a revenue standpoint. What does your revenue model look like?
That's a very good question. I'm a service. I provide this service to educators. I'm not in it to make money. I'm in it to matter how our students are being educated in our school. I would love to make money, and my husband would love to get back the money that we put into this. But we're not there yet, and I didn't think we would be there yet. I own, well, we own, because we both went into this, we own the advertising on here. So once I get to a certain user, maximum, I'm going to hit those educational companies to create their own banners on my ad for ads. I didn't do Google Ads just because I wanted to control it, and I wanted to go out and get those educational companies because I want it to be educational based, and if I did Google Ads, I wouldn't be able to control that. So I want it highly friendly, and I want our educators to get something out of it, no matter if it's ads or what.
So it sounds like you're really connecting the educator community across the world in this work. Could it be conceivable that you can connect different communities then for your revenue model?
I've never thought of that. I don't know. And that's a hard part. I'm not a business person, so don't have that business mind. And revenue has not been the top priority, unfortunately for me, or unfortunately for my husband. I mean, it's important, and yes, and connecting the educators across our global world is what's really important, so all students can have this type of learning in their classrooms. Yes?
What user level are you at now, and where do you need to get up to, and what's the plan to get?
I have about 400 educators on my app currently, and we opened October of 2018. It's not growing as fast as I would like it. To grow, it's hard with one person with that marketing to get the word out. So I've been trying to hit social media a lot. A lot of great educators are on Twitter. So I've been hitting Twitter and Instagram. We're there. So to market to there, but I personally need a better marketing plan to reach those educators. I've been presenting at different conferences, and anywhere that anyone would love me to share the LocatED app, I've been there trying to spread the word and going to those districts to share and connect with them to get them on the app.
So have you thought of just making a list of 100 of the top educators and sitting down with them one-on-one? I mean, that's kind of what we do when we're in startup mode, and you know the market awareness isn't there. You just have to kind of grab somebody's face and get right in front of them to get them to understand what you're doing and see. So I don't know if you've done that.
I've done a few of those, and Google, even though I don't work for Google, they did a blog post on my app and sent out to all of their Google for Education users. That's one way that Google helps in my journey. I have sent personalized emails to those rock stars that are out there and connected with those, and they've retweeted and things like that. But I need to do a better job at that. Yes.
Just following up on that, and perhaps a comment. All these success stories that you're talking about, these connections, perhaps that could be something else that you could share on some sort of video.
Yes, and I do try to highlight my users. I will give away an ad per month to highlight someone's blog that they're doing, or but again, that's still free. I'm just trying to get my users in, and it's a way to drive traffic so they can retweet it, reshare it, and things like that. So yeah, I definitely need to work on that.
Joanna, that might be something that we as a community here that's encouraging startups and entrepreneurs and creators like yourself to get the word out. Are there any hints that you have for us as to how we might help you do that better?
How many have children, school-age children in here? Teacher conferences, talk to those teachers, talk to those principals, share the name of the LocatED app. There are school districts that, what I call the good news, they haven't heard. And we need to do things differently in our 21st century world here. So our students can be exposed to entrepreneurship and things like that, and risk-taking, and no failure is okay in education. And we have to be done with those worksheets. And we need to be project-based problem solvers, and we need to be globally connected. So encourage that conversation. When you ever see an educator or a principal, superintendent especially, talk to them, share the good news. Yeah.
Once again, thank you very much for your attendance. Thank you to our presenters today, Ruben and Joanna. And I believe Ashley has a ceremonial mug presentation.
Hey, I must have
Just a little bit of housekeeping notes here. I want to let everybody know that while 1 Million Cups here at the OSF Jump Center takes place every month, we do every week meet at 1311 Southwest Adams for an informal networking session, and we also do some of the planning for these more formal presentations there. But I want to extend the invitation to anybody in this room and anybody who is interested in the startup community and would like to gather at Video Genique, Raphael's studio there. Again, it's at 1311 Southwest Adams, and that's every Wednesday at 8 a.m. So please, feel free to participate. Thanks once again for coming. Enjoy the coffee.